Welcome to Statesboro, Georgia, and what many refer to as the prettiest little stadium in America and home to the Georgia Southern Eagles. But trust me, it can get a little ugly if you come in here and you're not an Eagle. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Eastern Michigan Eagles, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. He'll return it. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the Eagles will be in a hole thanks to that short return. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Eagles moving quickly to the line.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. They go to the ground. Using the spin move. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. Off play action on first down. Got him downfield. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains and they're set up at the 41. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Turns it loose. Lost the defense. He's wide open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Defense might bring the house here. Going to the run. It's Terrell. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got it on the move. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Coming after him. He's got his man. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. And that is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. A first down for the offense.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Turns it on in midfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Daniels. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Georgia Southern will snap it in the red zone. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Caught over the middle, it's Daniels. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. The give to the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to get it through the air. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Looking for a gap, it's Terrell. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line.
Brings up second down.
The give to the back. That'll be enough to move the sticks and give Eastern Michigan a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Good enough for a first down.
Going up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line? Eastern Michigan going fast.
I'll say this, man, in college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
First down for the offense.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to him on the ground. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. The spin, still on his feet. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. And off to Jones. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
There's a great example of the offensive coordinator and quarterback being on the exact same page. The coordinator's anticipating man coverage. The quarterback recognizes it, and immediately he knows which receiver to go to attack this defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Just a simple power play. Again, Not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Ball in the air, intercepted! The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was...
And they'll take
The room couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. First down for this offense. Pulled and fired complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Eagles come to the line in the hurry-up.
brings up 2nd down.
The running back has it. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Got his man quickly. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Trying to get behind the defense. And that pass is intercepted. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch, it's Huffman. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They want to throw it. Got it! Takes it to the house! Touchdown, Eagles!
And I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. He'll come out throwing on first down. Time to take a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They're setting up the screen. Spins away with great balance. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They'll try the run. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Mays.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. You're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Daniels. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out fast. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Wants to go up top. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Hoffman. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. We're all locked up here in the 3rd quarter as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The back goes in motion. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Daniels. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Man, how great is it to see the most athletic position on the field doing work, showing he could be a running back, showing he could be a wide receiver. I mean, what else can a defensive lineman do? What an athlete.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. That'll be...
this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick strike complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Pulls and fires complete. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. And the Eagles want to move quickly. Looking to pass on second down. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to... Snags it down the right side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Georgia Southern will snap it in the red zone. Leaves it with the back. Pickup of one. It's down at the 11. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. With jet sweep pass. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Georgia Southern comes to the line trying to convert on fourth down. Getting some heat. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment, calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect. And then he does that, drops the ball right in his hands.
Caught in the backfield, it's Terrell. Some tough running there to create a little space and get it out to the 10.
Brings up second down.
Quick release by the QB. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down from the offense.
Power football with the run. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the middle. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. They cannot believe it. A great play on the interception is wiped away with the roughing the passer call. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Eastern Michigan going fast.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game?
Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Liberty is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to New Mexico State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He lets it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Brings it in down the left side. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. 2-point conversion attempt is on the way. He's looking to throw. And he dropped it just thing all the way in. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away.
And the quarterback is snowed under. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. He wants to throw it again. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Buys a little time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Throws to the tight end. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this.
Snags it on the right.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
The Eagles are in the hurry-up. On second down, looking again to throw. He's going to let it go. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deeper. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding.
And he makes the catch inside the 20. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. Looking for the two-point try. From the gun. He makes the grab for the 2, and he ties the game here in the fourth. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown. Going up top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Daniels. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Squirts across the 30 to the 32. A big...
With the carry. Gain of 5.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Eagles!
Eastern Michigan.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six. And
He lobs one high down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Dorsey. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. They'll try the left side. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
He's looking for a man on second down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. Better get rid of this one quick.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Makes a move. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. First down here for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Mays. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. Now on first down from the 30. Running back searching for a hole. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Georgia Southern.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. The ball is spotted at the 29-yard line. That'll make it a 46-yard field goal attempt for the lead. It's good, and that's your ball game.
That makes the score Georgia Southern 31, Eastern Michigan 28.
Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memory.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played late.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.